Welcome to another episode of Two ManDem Talk Random Recommendations. I'll be your boy Kwame.
And I'm your boy Enigma, man. And you know, this is a different type of show that we do when we just pick any movie from yesteryear, today, last week, 6 months ago, 26 years ago. We just grab any movie that we think, deserves such flowers. Bruv, do you want to let them know what your random recommendation is?
My random recommendation is the hood classic. And I said the, not as in the hood classic, the hood classic, known as The Wood.
I'm from North Carolina. Yo, you play ball, Mike? I play baseball. Baseball? By the way, my name is Mike. Big Mike in the Wood. Oh, what's The Wood? It's not what you think it is.
The Wood, to me, is one of the ultimate classics. It's actually in my top 5 greatest movies of all time. Yes, I said it. Top 5.
Wow.
Because it's one of the movies I can put on any given time. I watched this movie a couple of weeks ago even.
Serious?
And I watch it like religiously, like every now and then, just because I like the reminder. It's so close to my ultimate favorite movie, which I'll talk about at one point and I'll bring back, is 5 Heartbeats, as you know.
Yes.
This is very close behind it.
Wow.
This is very close behind it. I just love this movie. I think probably the main reason why I'll say I love this movie, and I've always loved it from when we first watched it all them years ago, like literally, this movie's 25 years old now, bro. 25 years old this year. Now, The Wood came out in 1999, and it reminds me of us when we was younger. You know what I mean? When we was younger, and it was just all the ManDem, the way we used to be. It's like you see when you did the movie you did the other day, New Jersey Drive.
Yes. Yeah.
These are the movies from our childhood, bruv. This is what we used to watch and we used to want to be and be like, and we used to emulate, and you know what I mean? So it's like on the hood side, it was, New Jersey Drive, like Midget and Tiny Dime and all them, man, and Jason and them, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in The Wood, it's, you want it to be Slim, Big Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The video. You know what I mean? Nah, bruv, I love this movie. It's like anybody who's seen this movie knows Rick Famuyiwa. If this was, bruv, if you're going to come out the gate as a writer-director, this is how you come out the gate swinging.
Yeah, swinging.
He could have been a one-hit wonder. He's actually not a one-hit wonder. That's the irony of it.
No.
He's actually got another classic under his belt.
Yeah.
But this, if you come out the gate swinging, this is how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
This is a Mike Tyson of a movie, bruv.
Yeah. Like,
for me, like, if you're going to come out and there's your debut, this is your debut?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This guy's a freaking legend as far as I'm concerned.
And he's had solid work ever since then. Obviously, dope Star Wars stuff, Mandalorian stuff, all of that stuff he's done.
Man. This was dope. Yeah, man.
And this was, bruv, you want to talk about a debut?
Come on, man.
Ridiculous.
Come on, man. Do you know I found something else out about The Wood? And this was even recent, as old as this film is. I only found this out this year. That's to show you how much I watched the movie. I watched it again this year. When I watched it again this year, I found this out. You see, obviously, the 3 characters, the 3 characters of Mike, Slim, and Ro.
Okay. Yeah.
You see the part which we used to rinse when they go into, this is when they're grown and they my man's drunk and they're going to get him something from the shop.
Tay Diggs is drunk, Morris Chestnut, and all that was helping him out.
When he's drunk, and then they go to the counter and he says, remember that last time we was here? Remember the dance, Mike? Remember the dance? No dancing ass, Mike. And he's doing it in the shop, right? And when they go to the counter and he puts the stuff on the counter, and you got the 3 guys behind the counter, that's the real 3 guys.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. I only found this out the other day.
That's sick.
Those are the real 3 guys that they're based on.
That's sick.
Yeah, I never knew that. I didn't even know it was like any type of true story or nothing like that.
That's sick.
But those are the 3 guys, so that's the real Rose, Slim, and Mike. It's crazy. So I just love, bruv. I couldn't even tell you how many times I watched this movie. Jesus. It's too much. It's like everybody can relate to it. Like, it's one of those movies. I love it so much that even though it's looked upon as a black movie, this is one of the things that I actually hate about Hollywood, is the fact that when you put black faces in a movie, it's known as a black movie. But when you look at a white movie, it's just known as a movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we watch movies all day long with no black faces or hardly any black faces. And, it's just a movie. But when you got black faces, it has to be a black movie. Why can't it just be a movie? And I'm saying that to say, this is one of the best coming-of-age movies, regardless of the
race.
Like anybody could watch this movie and take something from it.
Do
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're from a certain time and a certain era, white boys, white girls should be able to watch this movie and be able to relate to it. The same way I can watch Stand By Me and relate to Stand By Me. Or watch Goonies and relate to Goonies. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. The Wood. So what's your random recommendation?
Yeah, man. Random recommendation for me this time round is going to be, as I said, a bit of an underrated comedy, I feel, because it kind of came out under the radar, but it's starring our icon and as a man, Bernie Mac, and the film is Mr. 3000.
Mr. 3000.
Bring the whole family to Mr. 3000 Shopping Center. 3,000 cuts, 3,000 walks, 3,000 balls.
Angela Bassett up in there. We've discussed one of the best Angelas looked. Angela Bassett, as I said, she's the anchor of any movie, man. You put Angela Bassett in a movie, can't go wrong. Tell me about Angela Bassett performance.
I'll wait.
Damsel, sorry. We didn't have to wait that long. Damsel, sorry, that's a bad performance. My bad. Sorry, Angela. Sorry, Angela. We gotta just gotta keep it real.
But
Worst
imagine
English
that happened
accent
this year, though. That happened
this year. It took you a long time. Before you hit it done. So
crazy.
But I think Mr. 3000 for me, Stan Ross. For me, is just about the icon that was Bernie. Man, he was a bona fide movie star, as far as I'm concerned. He was. If he hadn't, obviously Bernie's not with us. Rest in peace. It was tragic passing as well. If he was still with us, I think he would have blown so much more. Obviously, he got to do Ocean's 11, Transformers, but his filmography is nowhere near as deep. I mean, obviously, he's got the classics like Friday, etc., Booty Call, blah, blah, blah. But he was on that road to becoming one of those bankable stars that can keep churning out these movies. Adam Sandler-esque. I'm sure Bernie would have ended up with a Netflix deal, 100%. He would have ended up with that. He would be making movies
we would have gotten an actual Bernie stand-up special.
Bernie stand-up specials, 100%. I reckon he'd still be doing it. So, again, it's just unfortunate. But this movie just shows you what the talent was. Funny, the facial expressions. Everyone knows about Bernie's facial expressions, but Bernie had some of the best facial expressions. The eyes. He said everything.
Bro, you know that part when he calls the hit, and he's like, that part cracks me up. I love Bernie. I love him in that movie as well.
Bit of a player as well, even when he's trying to Mac Angela and all of that. But again, it just showed Bernie's versatility, man. One of the greatest stand-ups ever, and this transition just. Head of State, movies like that, just shows you how reliable this guy was. This was one of his one and only kind of major leads, which is unfortunate. Again, he didn't get to exploit that.
This was
he was on his way. So I think Bernie, he's lived on, the Instagram clips, stand-ups, I think a lot of people have been putting on to Bernie later on. Obviously, the Cat Williams interview shone light on Bernie as well, which I think made a lot of other young people go back and check him out. If you're from our era, then obviously Bernie was the guy. And I think this movie, if you want to just remember Bernie on top, at peak, funny as hell, but can act, but can do everything, got the chemistry, Paul Silvano up in there. But if you want to just appreciate Bernie and the guy that he was, I definitely think Mr. 3000 is a great watch. Jokes, funny, Sunday afternoon, throw that on. You cannot go wrong with Mr. 3000.
Everyone can watch it still.
Everyone can watch. Your whole family can gather around. His jokes, and even at the end, obviously, he kind of sacrifices getting his 3000 hit, so that the team can win. So he learns his lesson.
The story's good, bro.
It's a great story. It's a great story,
bro.
Great finish at the end. It shows that he learned it wasn't just about him; it was about the team. And he still, again, because of that good deed, got inducted into the Hall of Fame. So he still got what he needed anyway. And then became Mr. 2999, which was hilarious. But
hilarious, isn't it?
Again, Bernie's that guy, Mr. 3000. If you haven't checked it out, definitely I would recommend. If you've never heard of it, definitely recommend. If you've watched it and you haven't seen it in a while, watch it again. Trust me, Bernie will have you cracking up within the first 5 minutes.
Seriously.
Guaranteed. So yeah,
that's my random. Shit. When he doesn't like anybody at the beginning of that film, it's very funny. It's so funny.
But that's my random recommendation, man. So
man.
I think 2 dope films there, man. The Wood and Mr. 3000. That's a great double bill, actually. The Wood and Mr. 3000. Yeah.
I'll have to cop that again this week, bro. Like, seriously, for no reason.
It's a good double bill.
Fling it on. Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for logging on. Please subscribe, like and subscribe, and all the good stuff. And please put in the comments if you've seen the movie. Let us know what you feel about these movies. And give us some of your random recommendations, and give us stuff to watch. If we haven't seen it, let us know.
Defo.
I've been your boy Kwame.
And I've been your boy Enigma, man. And we've been the two men that talk movies. And this has been our random recommendations, man. We out.